Each and every one of us are has-beens, wannabes, or heroes. So here's the question. Which one is it for you? More important, which one do you want it to be? See, here's the news. You can be a has-been today and a hero tomorrow. Or you can be a hero today or a has-been tomorrow. Ultimately, heroes are known by the results. You and I know it. It's the same way from the classroom to the boardroom. Doesn't matter if you're on the tennis court or if you're in the district court. We are ultimately judged heroes by the results. And so if I were to ask you, are you a has-been, a wannabe, or a hero? The question comes down to is, how do each of those folks deliver results? You see, the has-beens do what they've always done. If you work for a has-been organization, the 7 last words that you live by are, we've never done it that way before. If you're a wannabe, you change to deliver results no matter what. You just go with the wind. If you're a hero, however, you approach results differently. Let me see if I can frame it this way. A few months back, I went to an outdoor concert. Now, it was a beautiful night. About 20,000 people were sitting there, and I went to hear this alternative rock and roll band. Now, I'm not going to tell you the name of this band. However, if you've ever seen the movie Shrek 1, you've heard this band. I'm a believer that you've heard this band. So I walked into the concert stage. You've all been there, this outdoor arena type environment. And I walked past the guy selling the T-shirts. And as I walked past, I asked him, so how's the show going to be tonight? How's the night going to be? And he said, oh, this will be great. So there's only 20,000 people here. We didn't bring a lot of product. Beautiful night. We'll sell out halfway through the show. So I went on in, listened to the music, and I'm walking out right before the end of the show. I noticed the guy, and he's packed up everything, about half of the stuff that he had. And I said to him, so how was the show tonight? And he said, man, this audience stinks. Really, he used another S word. Stinks is the one that's probably more appropriate here. And I said, really? He said, yeah, they didn't buy anything. So I asked him, I said, so you think it had anything to do with the fact that your lead singer forgot the words to your most popular song? You think it had anything to do with the fact that not only did he forget the words, he was drunk and pouring beer on the sound monitors, cursing at the crew, which the guys in the back just cringed whenever I said that. You think it had anything to do with the fact that the band forgot songs and had to start over 3 times? And he said, no, this audience stinks. So I went on out. 2 weeks later, I'm back in the same venue. There are not 20,000 people there. There are about 250 people there. The reason there's 250 people there is it began raining that morning around 8:30 in the morning. It stopped raining that night at 7:30. And at 7:45, Herman's Hermits took the stage. Now, here's a quick question. If you know who Herman's Hermits is, please raise your hand, look around the room, realize you're the older people. Because a couple of people are now looking at you and go, who? So Peter Noon comes bounding out to the front of the stage and says, it's wonderful to be here in front of 20,000 people. 250. Raincoats, umbrellas, slickers. And over the course of about an hour and a half, Peter Noon proceeded to give the show of a lifetime. And at the end of the show, 250 people lined up and bought everything he had. So I had a couple of minutes to spend with Peter Noon. Before you think that's a real big deal, remember there's only 250 people in the audience. It didn't really take that long to get a couple of minutes with Peter. But I told him my experience. 2 weeks ago, this happened. Tonight, this happened. 250 people bought everything you had. What's the difference? Here's what he said. Some of the bands out there haven't yet learned that it's not about them. See, I think that's the way it works for us too. If we're going to be the hero that delivers the kind of results that we need, we have to figure out that, yes, our results are important, but do your customers really care about your financial results? Truthfully? No, you have some constituents that do, obviously, because they're wanting you to return the money. But for the most part, the customers that you serve, the military professionals and family members that you serve, don't really care about your results. They expect that to be a given. If we're going to be the heroes that we want to be, we have to deliver amazing results to customers. And here's what we've learned over the years. That customers are basically asking three questions. They want to know why you, in a world of competition where they can go outside the gate, go on their smartphone, go on their Facebook page, go anywhere they want to be. They're wanting to know why you, why now, what makes you relevant. And even if they don't use all those Facebook apps and funny things that they do on their smartphones, even if they don't do any of that, they want to know that you have it, because if you don't, you're not relevant anymore. And the key to delivering those kind of results, to staying relevant to the customers that we work with, ultimately comes down to culture. It's in your strategic plan. It's one of your strategic goals. But ultimately, here's what we've learned over the years. And folks, I've been doing this a long time. This right here, it's real. It's not painted in for effect or anything. Here's what we've learned, is that the compelling culture is the difference, the thing that sets you apart in a world where products and services are basically interchangeable. I can do business with you, with you, with you. I walk outside the gate, there are 5 different places I can go to buy what I go to buy for you. So it ultimately comes down to the culture.